Do you know that one of the few virtues of prison life is the gradual acquisition of patience? Nothing moves at a reasonable pace, and you learn to ignore clocks. Tomorrow will come around soon enough. Surviving today is enough of a challenge. I'd already done 5 years at FCI Cumberland when they moved me down the mountain to Frostburg for the last 18 months. Medium security, rolling green hills you can actually see from the yard, the kind of place that almost tricks you into thinking freedom is close. Almost. Her name was Sloane. I met her the summer I was 25, before everything went to hell. She was 23, heir to a Connecticut shipping fortune, the kind of girl who summered in Nantucket and wintered in Gstaad, but still insisted on driving a beat-up Defender, because new cars have no soul. We crashed into each other, literally, outside a club in the meatpacking district. I was running private jets for Russian oligarchs who paid in cash and didn't ask questions. She was sneaking out of gala season to dance to music her parents would be called deplorable. My bumper collided with her taillight. She got out laughing, barefoot in a backless gold dress, holding 2 flutes of champagne like nothing had happened. "You owe me a drink, pilot boy," she said. I married her 6 months later on a whim in Tulum, both of us sunburned and half drunk on mezcal. The photos still kill me. Her in a simple white linen slip, me in rolled-up linen pants, the ocean behind us doing that impossible Caribbean turquoise. We promised each other we'd never become our parents. We lasted exactly 25 months. The money got too easy. One charter turned into moving packages nobody inspected. One favor for a friend turned into a ledger I kept in my head. I told myself I was building us a life where we'd never have to answer to anyone. Sloane begged me to stop. Not dramatically, she wasn't dramatic. She just looked at me one night on our terrace in South Beach, city lights flickering across the water, and said, "I miss you when you're sitting right next to me." I didn't listen. The indictment came the morning after she flew back to Greenwich without telling me. Federal agents in our apartment before sunrise. I remember the marble floor was cold under my bare feet when they cuffed me. Sloane never came to the sentencing. Her father made sure of that. Frostburg, March 2022. I'm in the coffee room, stale Maxwell House and the smell of bleach, reading the Washington Post someone left on the table. Front page, below the fold, suspect arrested in murder of federal judge. There's Quinn Rucker's face staring back at me, the same dead-eye mug shot from when we were cellies at Cumberland. Quinn, who used to talk in his sleep about his little sister in Norfolk. Quinn, who escaped during a transfer and vanished for 12 days. Quinn, who the feds now say walked into a courthouse in D.C. and put 2 rounds in Judge Raymond Fawcett's head. My chest caves in. Not because I'm shocked Quinn could kill, he had that in him, but because I know why he did it. 2 years ago in the law library, Quinn slid a folded piece of paper across the table. Inside was a name and an inmate number. His cousin, still inside Lawton, serving life because Judge Fawcett took a bribe and buried exculpatory evidence. Quinn wanted the judge's name on a piece of paper so he could handle family business when he got out. I laughed, told him he was crazy. Then I did the one thing I swore I'd never do again after my own case. I helped. I made 1 phone call from the chaplain's office. 1. Told an old contact where the judge liked to vacation alone, the little fishing cabin in Roanoke no one knew about. I didn't pull the trigger, I just pointed. And now Quinn's caught, and the feds are circling, and I'm sitting here with a styrofoam cup gone cold in my hand, wondering how many years they'll add when he starts talking. I close the newspaper and stare out the window at the mountains I used to fly over in a Gulf Stream, Sloane laughing in the co-pilot seat, hair whipping in the cockpit wind. I wonder if she saw the article. I wonder if she still keeps that photo from Tulum in the top drawer like she promised. Patience, they say, is a virtue in here. But some days, the waiting feels like dying in slow motion, one headline at a time, while the only woman I ever loved is out there living the life I stole from both of us. I fold the paper, slide it into my shirt pocket right over my heart, and walk back to my cube. Tomorrow will come soon enough. If you like the story, hit the like, share, and subscribe button for more interesting stories.